we know already what our school can offer. And if you would like to know more about it, just stay tuned here. And I'm hoping that you will have a very important takeaway after this. All right. So, well, before we proceed, I would like to remind everyone to register sa link po na ibibigay namin sa chat box. So we will be sending our link, your attendance link in the chat box. So all you have to do is to open the link, paki-open po, and then register. For that, it's for your attendance today and your surprise raffle. Yan. So, syempre, ayun yung inaabangan natin. Yung may pa-raffle. Right? Kung walang attendance, walang raffle. So, gusto naman natin yung lagi tayong masaya. Right? So, because that is the trademark of ITCHI, we make sure that learning is not boring here. We make sure that learning is fun. And students will learn a lot from it. Okay? And now, let's start the talk. And to formally introduce our resource speaker for today, I would like to call on our documentation officer, Pauline N. Panen.
Hello everyone and welcome to today's webinar session. Moving ahead, we all know that our resource speaker is an entrepreneur. But beyond that, she is a wife to Mr. Carl Chad Quezon and a mother to two active and intelligent sons, namely Carl and Chase, aged 10 and 5 respectively. What makes her relevant? It was a defining experience when she earned her bachelor or her degree in Bachelor of Science in Tourism Management in University of Santo Tomas. She started her career as a travel consultant, handling international and local ticketing, and continued to work as a quality analyst and a trainer in American Express Corporate Travel Singapore. She was then hired as a front office agent, guest relation officer, and worked her way up to become the quality assurance manager by the Intercontinental Hotels Group. Equipped with the skills and knowledge, after being an overseas Filipino worker for a couple of years, she opened her own company upon returning to the Philippines. This led her to her current journey, an entrepreneur managing 3 companies, namely Jobs Manila International Agency, Jobs Manila Manpower Agency Local, and International Training Center and Hospitality Institute. A TESDA Training and Assessment Center duly accredited by the Department of Education and Department of Tourism. But wait guys, there's more. She is also the president of Philippine Chamber of Commerce and Industry Mandaluyong Chapter Incorporated. I know you're all guys excited. So without further ado, so finally join me a massive welcome to Miss Marites Joan Quezon.
Thank you, Pao, for that very humbling introduction. And special mention pa yung mga anak ko. So, hi! I'm very happy to be here this morning. And thank you, students, parents, and industry partners by joining us this morning. So allow me to share my slide. Now we're running to Medium. We're running in StreamYard and also in YouTube. And also for me, I have another terminal for my Google Meet. So this is the type of flexibility that we need to adjust in these times. Unlike before, when I was studying, I was in grade 4 when I had the first time to use a desktop, but now as early as in preschool, everybody's using their desktop, their laptops, and etc. Okay, so before I begin, let me use my Google Meet account. So thank you, Chams, for that introduction about ITCHI, on how beautiful and it creates a different ambiance, especially if you're in the school. And all the accreditations that we have makes a huge difference from our side. So, okay, let me proceed. Now, again, everybody, I think we have our students here from grade 11 and grade 12, and I would like to welcome all our incoming students for school year 2021 to 2022. And I hope we have parents here. So, guys, if you are at home and your parents are there, why don't you invite them to join? So, they would be able to hear the updates that we have in the industry. Since nandiyan lang naman din sa bahay si mommy o si dad, si papa or si mama, i-speaker phone nyo na lang para makita din nila. Okay? So the title of our webinar for today is Workplace Ready, Developing 21st Century Skills for Senior High School Students. So this will be the first webinar series that we will be having. Hopefully, we'll be able to schedule more in the coming weeks or months since our school opening is, guess what? Medyo matagal-tagal pa, so you'll have more time to enjoy your vacation. We have submitted our intent to DepEd that will be starting on the first week of September. So you still have few months, 2 months probably, to prepare for the school. So you have more time to invite your friends to register with ITCHI. Okay, so before I proceed, I would like to mention the privacy policy. Please be informed that by participating in this webinar, you are consenting to the collection and use of the information, including digital documentation, such as a video and audio recording, screenshots, and the like. But rest assured that the information collected, processed, shall be in accordance with the Data Privacy Act of 2021 and all pertinent rules and regulations and laws concerning data privacy. All right? So, thank you. Now, why am I talking here? Bakit ako? Diba? You might question my credibility. Aside from the fact that I have ITCHI, and I want to say or to share with you that recently, I think in the month of March, I had the privilege of being selected by um, TESDA to be one of the trainers for their multiplier training of trainers. As you know, I'm also teaching some of our programs in this school, specifically front office services. So I was invited as one of the trainers in the entire Philippines to attend the work readiness module on 21st century skills. So I have been certified. This is a copy of my certification that we have been conducting multiplier training to all the trainers within the Philippines, specifically in the Pamamarisan district or the Pasig, Mandaluyong, Marikina, San Juan district of TESDA. So I'm one of the district lead trainers for this module. There. So before I proceed with our activity, I want to muna to check if you have the energy. Can you turn on your camera? May I ask everybody to turn on their camera? Let's have an activity first para magising-gising kayo because we're all doing the talk and talk and talk and talk. Yeah, so while I'm waiting for you to turn on your camera or your video, I just want to give credit and to read more about this program on the 21st century skills. That this program is funded by the United States Agency for International Development or USAID that will help improve education, employment, and livelihood outcomes for youth across the cities in the Philippines until 2025. It is implemented by the Education Development Center Incorporated or EDC in collaboration with the Department of Education, Technical Education and Skills Development Authority or TESDA, and the local government units, private sector, and program partners there. So just to give the proper credits because the materials here are actually from the USAID, TESDA, and EDC. Yun. So, okay na? Camera is on? Everyone? Okay na tayo? Can you see the screen? What do you see? What can you see on the screen? Huh? Are everybody familiar with TikTok? Are you guys familiar with TikTok? So let's have a game. Game na kayo? Game na game na. So, the title of this activity is Put a Finger Down Online Class Edition. Do you know this one? You may unmute your microphone para mas masaya. Di ko lang kayo masyadong makita because the spotlight here is limited. And can the host, Miss Ems, and our teachers help me see if our students have their hands ready? Are you familiar with this?
You can open your camera.
Yeah.
Everyone.
May award, may prize yung may active participation.
Maybe request everyone to open their camera. And let's see your big smile naman.
Yes.
Oh, di ba? Ang gaganda naman pala eh.
Yan. So, Ems, help me ha. Check. Help me check because I will be the one who will read the put a finger down mechanics or yung questions. Okay, so let's start. Or raise your two hands. I have two hands, the left and the right. So, siguro naman you have 10 fingers, no? Okay, let's start. So, open hands, fingers up.
Show your hands, everybody.
Come on.
Alright.
So-
Kasama yung big smile, of course.
Ready? So first, put a finger down if you have participated in your online class while laying down in bed, nakahiga. Maging honest, sino sa mga sa inyo ang nag-online class ng nakahiga sa kama? Put your finger down. Next,
Ma'am, mukhang nahihiya silang umamin.
umamin. Bawal ang judgmental. It's okay. We're just having fun. Next. So lahat nakaupo ng mabuti habang nag-online class, imposible. Walang nagbaba ng finger? Next.
Wala so far, wala.
Number 2. Put a finger down if you have slept in any point during your class. So habang nagdi-discuss si teacher, nakatulog ka, nakaidlip. Put your finger down. But if you have slept the entire class, put an extra finger down. Magkaiba yun na. Kung nakaidlip, one finger. Tulog talaga the entire class, another finger should be down. Meron yan, nakikita ko yan during Google Meet. Tapos na yung class, naka-login pa rin. Tapos, tinatawag ni teacher, specifically si Miss Ems yung na-witness ko. Nandun pa rin yung estudyante. So, feeling namin nakatulog na siya. So, kung ikaw yan, maging honest, put your finger down. Next.
Bali, 2 fingers ang ibababa.
Oh,
if
2
nakatulog
fingers.
ng entire class.
Next, put your finger down if you ate food during your class. So, habang nagkaklase, kumakain, hindi namimigay. Sino yon? Put your finger down.
Guilty.
Ako, sometimes. Next. Put the finger down if you are playing games during class. Naka-off yung camera, naka-mute ang mic, pero Call of Duty. Oh. Sino yon? Put your finger down. Continue.
Ayan yung mga sumasavage.
Yan. Next. And the 5th question is, if you were filming TikTok or videos during class. So, yun yung first 5 questions. If yes kayo doon, you have to put your finger down. Okay?
And I can see some students, may mga 8 pang fingers yung iba.
Wow! Honest yan na. Next. Put a finger down if you went to class for attendance only and immediately left. Nako, dami nito.
Ayan naman, mukhang may matatanggalan na ng isang kamay.
The 6 pala yung questions natin eh. Next is, put a finger down if you accidentally left your camera or mic on during class. Tapos, nag-iingay kayo.
Ayan, may natanggalan na ng isang
Ito, oh.
kamay.
Ubus na kaagad. 8 questions pa lang yun. Number 8. Put a finger down if you've lied and said your camera or mic doesn't work just so that you do not have to turn them on.
Ala,
Ulitin ko ha, yung nagsinungaling na yung kanilang microphone or camera daw is not working para hindi lang nila turn on yung kanilang videos. Marami yan. Meron ba kayong natitirang daliri? I have last 2 questions. Put a finger down if you have used the chat box to answer even though you have a perfectly working microphone. Marami din yan. Kunyari. And lastly, put a finger down if you've tried attending class while outside. Nasa lakwatsa, nasa kapitbahay, nasa friend. Naka-login siya pero nakikichika doon. So, while outside, nag-attend ng online class. So, meron pa bang natira sa fingers nyo?
Meron pa naman.
Okay. So, those who have more than 5 fingers down means you are having trouble staying focused or motivated during an online class. So, those who have few fingers left, then you have to improve in staying focused during your online class. So, did you like that activity? The Put a Finger Down online class edition, marami ba kayo na-realize? So next time ha, don't do those things. Please focus, stay, especially now, this incoming school year, you will still be in the online class environment. Okay? So let's proceed. So meron pa diyang kumpleto yung fingers na 10? Walang binabang finger?
Yes po, ma'am.
Sino?
I think it's actually...
Can the teachers attest to that?
Sino yung nakakita? Kay Miss Angelina, walang nakapang fingers.
Oh, let's take note of her name and then later we'll contact her to validate. And if it's true, then Angeline will have a special prize from ITCHI. Yay! Good job. Role model, role model. All right. Okay, so let's proceed. So later ha, I will check again kung sino dito yung mga walang mag-finger down dapat later. Okay, now, for our lesson or our topic for today, I need you to remember this. The yearn, to learn, learn, to earn. Can you read the, can you see the slide? Can you see that? Okay. So, if you notice, meron silang common na root word. The earn. So, yung earn, if you put letter Y, it becomes yearn. And then, if you put letter L, it becomes learn. But actually, they can go together. Magkakadugtong sila. If you would see here, in our image, you'd see there na in one circle, magkakasama sila. They are interrelated to each other. So what is yearn in Tagalog? Yearn is bithiin. So may inaasam ka. In English, it means you wish for something, you desire for something, you have an ideal situation or goal. So i-relate natin, ano ba yung yearn? Yearning. Pag meron kang gustong isang bagay, di ba, pag sisikapan mo siyang matupad or ma-fulfill. So sa love life naman, sa mga lalaki, let's say meron kayong crush, gustong-gusto niyo talagang classmate niyo or kapitbahay niyo. So 'di ba, meron kang you're yearning for her attention, you wanted to be with her, you wish na maging kayo. So what do? Aalamin mo kung ano yung mga bagay na gusto niya. So you make an extra effort para mapansin ka at eventually magustuhan ka din. 'Di ba? And pag naging kayo na, then you earn the efforts na ginawa mo dahil officially sinagot ka na niya and nagkamit mo na yung gusto mo that officially kayo na mag-girlfriend or boyfriend. But I don't encourage that now kasi mga bata pa kayo. And I'll give you another example. If you can see in the illustrations, I have the BTS success story and the Blackpink, and another one is about the teacher who was born and raised in the jail sa kulungan. Do you know that? Have you heard of that news? So here, I would like to tell you that success goes together if you follow this diagram, the yearning, the learning, and the earning. So you will not be able to earn if hindi ka natuto or hindi mo pinag-aralan and hindi ka mo-motivate na mag-aral kung wala kang desire, hindi mo gusto. Dapat magustuhan mo mismo sa sarili mo and meron kang wish na gusto matupad. So we have stories, success stories on TV. Marami tayong napapanood. And we all say that, like Miss Jessica Soho said, that a storyteller or a person who tells the best stories will never be forgotten. So our wish that someday all of you students will be able to share your own success stories, like what happened to BTS or to Blackpink. So if you go to YouTube, you will be able to see a lot of videos about BTS, inspiring stories. May mga BTS armies ba dito? Raise your hand nga. Mga armies. So you know that they also have humble beginnings. Some of them were poor, especially si V, their family are from the province. Farmers yung parents niya. So akala niya, ang magiging future niya, magiging farmer din siya. But he started to learn how to play saxophone, naging musically inclined siya, and eventually, he was lucky to be included in the BTS group. And now, from nobody, they became legends. So parang kasing sikat na sila ng Beatles noong mga unang panahon, but this time, they have a lot of awards. Everybody knows them. In just a matter of 1 hour, they have 10 million likes na kagad. So record-breaking all over the world. The same goes for Blackpink. Those who are watching, those who have Netflix subscription, I'm sure you were able to watch the Light Up the Sky Netflix documentary of Blackpink. You would see how much they have struggled or sacrificed. So, i-relate ko siya dito sa diagram natin. Yearning, learning, and earning. So, from the beginning, they all wanted, especially si Lisa, from 7 years old, I think she started joining a lot of dance competitions. So, there was really a desire for her to be successful as an artist. So, hindi niya tinigilan. So, nagkaroon siya ng yearning to be famous, to be successful dun sa craft na meron siya because she has talent. So, she was eventually shortlisted with the Blackpink. She moved to Korea and she sacrificed a lot because she needs to be away from her family. So, every day they have to practice together with BTS kasi they were trainees before. They have to practice every day 12 to 15 hours, imagine, of singing and dancing, choreography, etc. So yun yung part ng learning natin. And look now, after 4 years of being a trainee, they became so successful everywhere. Tinalo pa nila yung mga American artists natin. So do you see how important it is for you to have that yearning, learning, and earning? And eventually you would be able to earn the right skills for you to be successful. In the Philippine perspective naman, gusto ko lang ma-inspire din kayo dun sa success story of this particular teacher. His name is Paul Oliver Pili. He was born in Angeles City Jail, Pampanga. So sa kulungan siya pinanganak. Ito, recent lang to na news. He lived in the Angeles City Jail for 25 years, imagine. How did it happen? Because nung time na yung mother niya at saka yung lola niya nahatulan for an imprisonment because of an estafa case, his mom was pregnant, buntis. So siya yung pinagbubuntis. So doon siya pinanganak sa kulungan. And then now, having the situation, doon na rin siya lumaki sa kulungan, pero nag-aral pa rin siya. He still went to school, yung mga inmates ang tumulong magpaaral sa kanya. So, the same daw, he goes to school and then umuwi siya sa kulungan and merong binigay sa kanyang special room na kasama yung lola niya at saka yung mama niya. And eventually, he became successful. Nag-graduate siya. He earned his degree. Now, may trabaho na siya. Tapos na rin ma-serve nung parents, nung mama niya at saka ng lola niya yung sentence. Kaya nakalabas na ng kulungan. Ngayon, they're now living together with his salary and sabi nga natin, di ba? And they live happily ever after. So these are the stories that we want you sana to be inspired. And later on, you'll share with us your own success stories. And sasabihin natin, di ba? I-KMJS na yan. Correct? O sabihin natin, I-KMJS na yun. Tama ba? Yan yung uso nyo ngayon mga expression. Okay ba? Okay ba, children? Students? Are we learning? Hello? Are we learning? Okay. Sige. Thank you. So let's continue. If you would see the diagram, diba, you have there, once you're in the earning part, you will be able to achieve that once you have developed the skills for the 21st century skill. Then you will have your employment and you'll also learn the entrepreneurialism of having the 21st century skill. Now, what is 21st century skill? We always hear, what is 21st century skill? Ano ba yon? Lagi na lang nilang sinasabi. Let me move to my next slide. I hope mag-ano siya. Ay, ayan. Okay. So, in your screen, you should be able to see the slide about 21st century skills. Let me read for you what is a 21st century skills. So it refers to a broad set of knowledge, skills, and work habits and character traits believed to be critically important to success in today's world, particularly in the contemporary careers and workplaces. It also refers to non-technical skills, knowledge, skills, and attitudes that everybody will need in order to perform satisfactorily at work and in society, and are considered portable and transferable irrespective of jobs and industrial settings. So here on the right side, you would see the important words that you have to remember. In the in the next slide, I will give you the 3 categories para mas easier for you to understand and to remember what are these 21st century skills. Malay nyo mamaya sa raffle, merong lumabas na ganyan sa Q&A. So try to remember and to listen carefully. Okay? Next. So do sa 21st century skills, we have 3 categories. So the first category is the learning skills or the 4 C's of the 21st century skills. 4 na letter C. So ano yung nakikita nyo dyan? Sabi you have a brain. Pointing sa brain niya. You have a brain. So use critical thinking. So the first letter C is critical thinking. So ano yung ating symbolism down or action? Point to your brain. If I point to my brain, meaning I'm referring to critical thinking. Okay? So, i-relate nyo siya. When I point it on my brain, if I point my finger on my brain, I'm referring to critical thinking. Next letter C is communication. So, open. Hands open. Both arms open. Open communication. Ayan, si SpongeBob. Open communication. If I do like this, meaning I'm talking about communication. Are we learning? Can you follow? Good. So if I point my finger on my brain, I'm referring to critical thinking. The next letter C, open arms, open communication. So letter C is communication. Next, if I do like this, hands claps together, I am referring to collaboration. Okay? So tatlong letter C na yon. If I do like this, hands together, collaboration. And if I do 2 thumbs up, I'm talking about creativity. So, nasundan po ba? If I do like this, ano meaning nito?
Collaboration po.
Okay, very good. If I do like this, open arms, open hand, together.
Communication.
Very good. If I do 2 thumbs up.
Creativity.
Very good. And lastly, if I do like this.
Critical thinking.
Very good. So the first category for the learning skills are the 4 C's. Very easy, no? Critical thinking, open communication or communication, collaboration, and creativity. All right? So these skills all help the students to adopt and improve in the workplace. These skills includes critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, and communication. All of them are skills that students can use later in life to adopt in any situation that they can encounter on the job. Okay, so remember ha, yung ating hand signals, critical thinking, communication, collaboration, and creativity. Okay? So that's the first category. Second category, so alam nyo na yung first category, learning skills, yun yung 4 C's. Another category dun sa ating 21st century skills, it's called the literacy skills or the IMT. So what is IMT? May bago na naman tayo. So if you would see here, yan. Literacy skills or IMT. Kanina, 4 C's. 4 na letter C. Ngayon naman is IMT. Okay? I refers to information. So it's a book with a bulb. Then M is media. It's a microphone and then merong cloud of thought or merong pang script. And the letter T for technology. So you would see the network, diba? It's a network. So remember, second category is literacy skills or IMT. So yun yung you have to remember. So this second category is literacy skills. These are sometimes called as IMT skills, and they all deal with students reading and understanding information, especially the information that they find online. So this type of literacy skills, tuturuan kayo, you will be able to know kung yung information ba na nakukuha nyo online is valid or fake news. So the first skill is the information literacy or yung I. This means when the students read something online that they understand what is actually saying, if it's from newspaper article or a blog from a source that they just found that day. And the second skill is the media literacy or letter M. That means understanding the source that published the information, whether those sources are reliable. So yun na nga kung reliable yung information. So this is under media literacy. And finally, we have letter T or the technology literacy, which revolves around the students understanding the machinery or the equipment that goes into publishing that kind of information online that mostly revolves around servers or computers. So dun sa technology literacy is yung medium na ginamit or the machinery or equipment. So basically, it talks about servers and computers. These 3 skills help the students become more savvy information consumers. Combined with our last category, it also helps them become challenging, independent thinkers in the age of internet. So second category, what is our acronym? IMT. So kanina, dun sa ating learning skills, we have the 4 C's. Now, for the second category or the literacy skills, we have IMT, information, media, technology. Okay, so the next one, last category for our 21st century skills, life skills. Okay, so the third group, we call it the life skills. If you would notice, yung tatlong categories ng 21st century skills all starts with letter L. So it's still the alphabet. So we have the learning skills, literacy skills, and lastly, life skills. The acronym that you have to remember is FLIPS. Di ko sinasabing, are you flip? Ganyan. No. FLIP. Acronym, it means flexibility, leadership for letter L, for I is initiative, P for productivity, and S for social skills. Kaya siya flips. Okay? What does FLIP again stands for? Flexibility, leadership, initiative, productivity, and social skills. Okay? So, how many categories do we have for 21st century skills?
3.
So 3. Okay? So for the first one, 4 C's or the learning skills. Now the second category, Ano yun? Literacy skills, IMT. Information, media, and technology. And lastly, sa third category, life skills, letter L pa rin, but the acronym that we're using is FLIPS, or flexibility, leadership, initiative, productivity, and social skills. Okay po? Can you follow? Are you following? Yan. We'll see later if I start to ask questions, if you'll be able to answer my questions, then you really are listening actively. Now, let's reflect. Why 21st century skills? Important for our employment outcomes. Why is it important? Well, in the 21st century, which is now, we are living in a volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous world of VUCA. Have you heard of this acronym? Ang dami na nating acronym, no? So again, VUCA world. Volatile. Anong meaning ng volatile? In Tagalog, pabago-bago. Uncertain. In Tagalog is hindi sigurado. So medyo nakakaano, di ba? Tapos, letter C, complex, komplikado. And lastly, ambiguous means alanganin. So ito yung mundong ginagalawan natin ngayon. So VUCA world where changes in technology is constant and learning never stops. So economies and marketplaces change quicker with every passing year. And the COVID-19 pandemic changes the labor market. So as you would know, a lot of things now have to be adjusted with the current situation. And we are facing the fourth industrial revolution challenges. That's the IR. IR means industrial revolution, where fusion of the online world and the world industrial production is taking place. There will be an increase in job automation and artificial intelligence. So, job automation, so yung mga bagay-bagay, mga trabaho, nagiging automated na siya. I remember, when I was younger, there was a concern nung nilaunch yung ATM. It's ATM, automated teller machine yung sa mga banks. If you withdraw money, you just go to an ATM. There was a concern before nung na-launch siya kasi paano nila yung mga bank tellers mawawalan ng trabaho. But eventually, when it was implemented, hindi naman nawalan ng trabaho yung mga bank tellers. Actually, mas naging maganda yung service because instead of having to fall in line sa bank na napakahaba, they can just go to an ATM and withdraw the money. So they don't have to fall in line, diba? Automatic, they can withdraw the money. Now, artificial intelligence or AI, we always hear this. What is AI? Artificial intelligence. Later, I will have to show you a video wherein it shows what is artificial intelligence. Okay. Now, one very simple example of AI is, for example, you go to Lazada. Di ba mag-online shopping ka? I'm not endorsing any online shopping portal but just for an example, magkiklik kayo ng isang item. Let's say you click on body shop. So you will try to see ano yung mga promo ng body shop, or sabihin natin ni Uniqlo, so clothes. Immediately makikita mo Lazada will be able to show to you the things na related sa mga clothing and apparel. So bibigyan kanya ng magpa-prompt siya ng notice sa'yo na may sale or may promo si ganitong brand na damit. Like may promo si kamiseta, may promo si bio. So if you notice that, yun yung sinasabing artificial intelligence. So nakaka-capture nila yung things that you like and it will give you options to select on more items. So that's artificial intelligence. Then over the next decade, millions of existing jobs will disappear. Yes, this is true. Advancement and innovations in technology across the industries will create new roles for human beings. Now, what is the latest? Education and training institutions or industries or employers and government and private sector policymakers worldwide have all agreed that every worker entering the labor market must have the 21st century skills. That is, if they have to thrive, adopt, and succeed in a technological environment that keeps on emerging and changing. So if you would notice, nag-usap-usap na lahat ng private sector, ng government, and other industries na lahat dapat ng magiging worker should have the 21st century skills. That's why we're talking about this now, because it's already happening. We don't want you to have a problem surviving or to achieve your dreams later on, kasi iba na yung hinahanap ng mga employers ngayon. They're looking for the 21st century skills. So yun yung napag-usapan natin earlier. The 3 categories, remember? Now, to support this, TESDA have the National Technical Education and Skills Development Plan from 2018 to 2022. So they have created a conducive and enabling environment for the development of quality service delivery to the TVET sector in order to produce our work-ready, globally competitive, green economy workers imbued with 21st century skills. So may babaguhin tayo sa curriculum and sa competencies na ituturo ng mga training institutions. Effective na siya actually since 2019, and last January, like I mentioned earlier, nag-start na sila ng multiplier effect ng training for the trainers para ma-roll out na tong changes and promulgation of our curriculum. So this is the example of the TESDA issuance that was issued July 9, 2019. It says approving and promulgating the amended competency standards for basic competencies integrating the 21st century skills. So ayan na naman siya. So dun sa mga books and modules na gagamitin natin na ituturo sa mga students, it will already have the 21st century skills. So this is how it would look like. So the basic competencies has the 21st century skills integrated already. Okay? So am I boring you now? O konti na lang, we're almost there. So here, so kanina we're talking about the 3 categories there. So ito yung sinasabi ko na they have passed the NTESTP 2018 to 2022 there. And this is the example of the TESDA board resolution issued July 9, 2019. Okay, so lahat ng basic competencies natin, naka-integrate na po ang 21st century skills. Yun. So, ano yung mga 21st century skills that will be included in the basic competencies? So, ito na yon, the collaboration and teamwork, etc. Now, I would like to give credit to Dr. Horacio Montefrio, our immediate past president of TVSA, that's Technical Vocational Schools Association of the Philippines. He said, of these technologies, IA or artificial information and automation are expected to have the most significant impact on employment figures within the global workforce. Do you know that 2/3 of today's 5-year-old kids, so yung mga 5 years old ngayon, in about 15 years or in year 2036, so by the time yung mga bata 20 years old na sila, yung mga 5 years old ngayon, 20 years old na sila by that time, they will find themselves in jobs that don't exist today. So may mga magkakaroon sila ng mga trabaho na wala sa panahon natin ngayon. So by 2030, yung mga robots will replace 800 million workers across the world. So 800 million workers, mapapalitan sila ng robots. This is approximately 11% of the world's population. While these figures may sound depressing, medyo nakakalungkot, it may also simply represent a change within the workforce, and the displaced employees could be, in the right skills, take on more beneficial roles. There is another very important dimension that we should be aware of. It is the development of the 21st century skills. So the government directives have put significant resources into the development of the 3 skills. So yung kaninang napag-usapan natin, 3 key skills, particularly the learning skills, literacy skills, and life skills. These skills are increasingly being sought in combination with technical skills as a means of developing labor force that can cope with changing skills requirements. The ability to first is So ito yung combination of technical skills that we have. So the first one is the ability to multitask. Second is to show initiative and flexibility. Third is effectively organize workload. So if you'd start working later on, once you finish senior high school or once you finish your college degree and you start working, magiging part na kayo ng labor force. This is what is expected of you ng mga employers. The ability to multitask, to show initiative and flexibility, effectively organize workloads, and lastly, to take responsibility for personal development. These are the central skills of today's employee. So in the 21st century skills, employers say that the most needed to seek or to move to a new product markets or to improve service quality. So tandaan nyo yung ating pinag-usapan kanina, di ba? Yung 3 L's. Life skills, learning skills, and literacy skills. So if you have all those and the 4 abilities that I've mentioned earlier, then I'm sure you will all be successful. Are you following? Next, we'll play some videos. Are you still with me? Okay. So what do you see on your screen right now? What do you see? Anyone can answer.
Drama ako.
K-drama? So sino may sa K-drama? Nakatulad ko. Sino may sa K-drama na katulad ko? Oh, Raysa, dami ah. So I'll ask teacher Tony to play some of the videos that we have prepared. I have prepared. So the first video we'll be showing is from CNB. It explains, will robots take your jobs? Dapat ba mag-worry ka? And then next video we'll be playing the I Am Not a Robot. Napanood nyo ba to? This is one of the K-dramas that I like. I Am Not a Robot. And then lastly, the most recent one, the Startup. So for those who are entrepreneurs, who want to be entrepreneurs, this is a really good K-drama for you to watch. Kasi very professional, and they will really teach you how to start up a business if you're an entrepreneur. So yung business plan, elevator pitch, it will all be discussed there. So with the help of Miss Tony, I would like to play those videos.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth.
Hi, I'm Robot Thespian.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
This is a humanoid robot, which means it looks, it talks, and it even acts, well, like a human. So does that mean it could take a human's job like mine?
You better believe it. No, I'm only joking, not really.
There's no denying robots and automation are increasingly part of our daily lives. Just look around the grocery store or the highway, or in the case of Robo Thespian here, even at the theater.
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain.
The rise of robots has led to some pretty scary warnings about the future of work.
Robots will be able to do everything better than us.
A recent study found up to 670,000 U.S. jobs were lost to robots between 1990 and 2007, and that number is likely to go up. A widely cited study from 2013 found nearly half of all jobs in the U.S. are in danger of being automated over the next 20 years. Occupations that require repetitive and predictable tasks in transportation, logistics, and administrative support were especially high risk. And just think, robots don't need health benefits, vacation, or even sleep for that matter. But the debate over whether robots will take over all of our jobs is by no means settled. Many economists argue automation will ultimately create new jobs. After all, someone has to program the robots, right? Let's go back to the 1850s, when trains were the most popular mode of transportation. This chart shows the number of locomotive engineers, railroad conductors, and brakemen increasing by nearly 600%. But that growth slowed in the early 1900s. Why? You guessed it, the automobile came along. Car mechanic and repairman jobs surged. even though railroad jobs began to disappear. And some companies say the same thing will happen when robots move into the marketplace. A survey of 20,000 employers from 42 countries found that the IT, customer service, and advanced manufacturing industries will add workers over the next 2 years as a result of automation. It's hard to imagine that robots could replicate human characteristics like empathy or compassion that are required in many jobs. I mean, would you really want a robot as your nurse, babysitter, or teacher? But even if robots don't take our jobs entirely, research shows they will significantly change day-to-day tasks in the workplace. This is particularly a problem for lower-skilled workers who aren't able to retrain for new jobs. They might get stuck with lower wages in a world with more robots, and that could make income inequality even worse. These guys are making a lot of things uncertain right now, but one thing that's clear is skills training is required if we hope to get along with friends like them in the workplace.
I think we're going to get along just fine.
Hey everyone, it's Elizabeth and Robo Thespian here. Thanks so much for watching our video. You can check out more of our videos all the time, including one about universal basic income over here on our YouTube page. While you're at it, leave us some ideas in the comment section and subscribe to our channel. See you later.
Have the change in our curriculum, which is to incorporate or to integrate the 21st century skills, because these robots will not be able to empathize with you. You know, as a guest, if you feel down, you know, they will not be able to give you a certain warmth of the hugs or to empathize with you, you know, to handle your complaints. It would still need a certain skill. Okay, so let's continue with our next video.
Siya si Senyorito.
Emergency alert, darating si Director Kim.
Allergic sa tao.
Lumalabas to pag nagkakaroon lang ako ng physical contact.
Siya naman si Miss Madiskarte. Kahit anong racket, always on the go.
Ilagay mo sa likod. Hindi kita babayaran dahil may dumi na tong box.
Sandali! Ang pogi mo pala.
Ang drone ko!
Ano to?
Itong ITCHI high-tech robot ay naghahanap ng bagong may-ari. At ikaw yun.
Isang robot ang makakasama.
Ikaw ba si Mr. Migo King? Shake hands tayo.
Susubukan ko kung nag-work ang lahat ng skill niya. Ipa-deliver mo siya sa bahay.
Umalis ka rito. Isang talsik lang iniinom mo, pwede siyang mag-short circuit, masira.
Hindi ba sinabi kong maghanap ka ng trabaho? Nangutang ka pa ng $10,000 sa asawa ko? Bayaran mo kami.
Oo na! Babayaran talaga kita!
$10,000. Kunin mo na ang pera at mag-part-time ka sa akin. Isang bagay na ikaw lang ang pwedeng gumawa.
Bakit nandyan ako?
Pero paano kung ang robot ay isang tao na nagpapanggap na robot?
Hi, Taji 3.
I love you, Master Migo.
Oh my God!
Starring Korea's award-winning actor Yoo Sung-ho bilang Migo and versatile leading lady Chae Soo-bin bilang Gia. From the first and true home of Asian novellas.
Hindi ka man lang ba umaasa na may isang babae na magkakagusto sa'yo?
Kung meron man, siguradong hindi rin siya normal.
Kapag na-fall, hindi mo na makokontrol. Kiligin sa isang extraordinary love story. I Am Not a Robot. Ngayong March 5 na.
Ano naman limitations with that, what you've seen, what you saw? May limitations, di ba? So, unlike human beings, pwede tayong mabasa. And you can actually, you know, reciprocate the emotions of the human beings. But a robot, mabasa lang siya, nagkaroon ng short circuit. So, dun actually nag-evolve yung story, yung I Am Not a Robot. Since nasira yung robot, they have to find a person na pwedeng magpanggap as a robot. So, again, it should not happen. And iba talaga pag there is a human being na personal touch. Okay? So, let's continue with our last video. This is a startup.
안녕하십니까. 삼산텍 대표 서달미입니다. 기술은 우리를 보다 편리한 세상으로 인도하죠.
하지만 이 기술 때문에 오히려 이 세상이 불편해지는 분들도 있습니다. 바로 시각장애인 분들이 그런 분들 중 하나죠. 이런 분들을 무시한 채 혁신을 향해 나가기만 한다면 아마 새로운 세상에 적응 못하는 많은 분들이 다칠 겁니다. 저희 삼산텍은 기술의 혁신뿐만 아니라 이런 분들을 위해서도 존재해야 된다고 생각합니다. 그 기술을 지금부터 보여드리겠습니다. 영실아, 지금 내 앞에 있는 걸 읽어줄래?
눈길 서비스는 안내견에서 모티브를 얻어 시력을 잃은 분들의 생활을 보조하고자 만들어진 시각장애인용 인공지능 안내 서비스입니다.
영실아, 지금 내 앞에 뭐가 보이지?
2명의 여자와 4명의 남자가 앉아 있습니다.
It actually works. That's amazing.
Okay, so that's one of the examples of the technologies that we might be facing in the future. That's why we have to integrate the 21st century skills in your curriculum. Now, for our last activity, I need at least 3 volunteers. 3 volunteers. I need 3 volunteers, ha. Yung winner, merong 100 pesos na GCash. 3 volunteers. Sinong 3 volunteers natin? This is the last part of our webinar today. Sino? Who? Ayan, we have Zia, we have Angeline. Paki-identify, why else?
Angeline and Rialin.
Sige, here, let me share this again. Yeah. So, who are our 3 volunteers?
We have Rialin, Francisco, Zia, Angela, Angeline, Sasutan.
Okay. So, we'll be, since na-mention nating entrepreneurs, diba? That's one of the skills that you will be able to develop if your curriculum is that within the 21st century skills. So, entrepreneurship. So, I'll briefly make an activity. This is, I learned about this when I attended the certification program or integrated training program by the Department of Trade and Industry recently. I got a certification for attending that program and earned the master class for as an entrepreneur leader. So, share ko lang yung natutunan ko. This just 1% of what I've learned. So, let's do the What's in Your Wallet challenge. So, yung ating 3 volunteers, pakita nga po yung wallet nyo. Hindi namin kayo judge, ha? We just want to see your wallet. So, yung mentor namin for this module about managing personal finances. Yan. So, what do you have in your wallet? Patingin nga. Stop share ako so I can see who's okay. I can see the Google Meet. So, first, si Angeline. Angeline, what's in your wallet? Let me see. We have Zia also. Patingin. How organized is your wallet? Mga how many percent? Si Zia, let me see. Where's the other one? Pwede ba natin spotlight si Angeline? Can we pin her cam? Percent ka-organize yung wallet ni Angeline. Refresh Zia. Wala bang mga papel-papel, basura, tissue, resibo? How did you arrange your bills? Magkakasama lahat ng 20 pesos? Lahat ng 50 magkakasama? Oy, maayos. Magaling. So, mga 90% organize yung wallet niya ni Angeline. How about si Zia? Huwag mo ayusin ngayon, Zia, ha?
Parang may small po akong coin pouch. Tapos yung cards ko po is nakalagay lang po sa bag. Po sa main pocket. So wala po siya dito. But,
So what's inside your wallet?
yung mga unnecessary cards ko po. Nasa inner pocket po siya. Yung po ako. Pero, text ko lang po sa mga sinasabi. Nasa pocket ko po siya. Arrange po sa tapos above.
Okay, meron bang nakahiwalay na part na lahat ng mga bills or recently purchased na mga resibo nandyan or tinatapon mo na?
Wala po mga resibo.
Okay, very good. Next one, si Miss Rialine. Is it Rialine who volunteered?
Yes.
Oh, what's in your wallet? Yeah, if you're taking the challenge. What's inside your wallet, Miss Rialine? Magkasama ba ang coins at ang mga bills? And how many percent, gaano kaayos ang wallet mo, Miss Rialine? Mga ilang percent siya kaayos? 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100? 80%? Oh, so remember natin So nakita nyo yung mga wallet nila. Let us see nga. Oh, may meaning yan eh. Let me share with you. Let's all learn together. Let's all learn together itong sinasabi nating managing your personal finances. Before you can run your business, make sure that your personal finances is maayos na muna. Kaya ako tinatanong, so anong meaning ng ating what's in my wallet challenge? If your wallet is organized, sabi nila, the 72%, siguro ko 70% pataas, organize yung wallet mo. They say, according to the study of DTI, you are financially well off and you are knowledgeable investor, you are in control of your finances. You're also good in as a money managers. So, ibig sabihin, kung maayos ang wallet mo, maayos din ang finances mo. However, dun sa maayos na wallet, 24% daw doon is actually investors. May knowledge sila where to invest their money properly. So, meaning, ang pinagkakagastusan nila is yung kanilang mga needs, yung kailangan lang talaga. Okay? They know what to prioritize. The same goes dun sa mga good money managers. So, kasama na doon kung nagpapautang or hindi. Kung nagpapautang, nakakasingil ba sila kagad? Nababayaran ba sila? Dun din sa 73% na organize yung mga wallet. They know how to control their finances. How you would be able to do this? Diba? As students or mga bata. Very simple. So, sundan at bantayan at isulat nyo ang inyong mga gastos araw-araw at sa isang buwan. So, you have to train yourself in managing your personal finances. So, like in a sari-sari store, kung meron kayong tindahan, let me see, baka hindi ako okay, good, nakapag-unmute pala ako sa kabilang terminal. So, if you have a sari-sari store, di ba? Lahat ng kinita or lahat ng nabenta nyo at ginastos sa araw na yon, dapat sinusulat nyo sa notebook. Meron kayong notebook, listahan. So, ganun din sa personal nyong money. Kaya ako tinanong kanina if your wallet is organized. Kasi it shows how you are managing your finances. So, the same in the future, if you will have your own company already, you have to manage your expenses. So, the same lang siya. So, as early as now, I'm teaching you kids na if you can write down yung mga gastos nyo araw-araw or sa isang buwan, makikita nyo, ano yung madalas kong ginagastos sa isang araw? Puro load ba? Puro chichirya? Puro soft drinks? Kung majority ng gastos nyo sa isang araw, puro junk foods, I suggest remove it. Wag na yon. Save your money. So if you will not be able to monitor, then you cannot manage. Always remember that. Okay? So from today, if you want to be successful entrepreneurs in the future, train yourself. Start na kayo. Monitor, isulat, sundan ang inyong mga gastos araw-araw hanggang sa isang buwan na siya. Okay? Like I said, the more organized you are with your money, the more engaged you are. So you will take responsibility sa mga ginagastos nyo at sa mga perang nakukuha nyo kasi sometimes you're given allowances or meron kayong mga sideline or extra income. You will be less stressed kasi syempre, you know na meron kang panggastos if in case you would need an emergency, di ba? You have an emergency. You also stay on top of your money and within your budget because you know how to manage it properly. Alam mo na yung priority mo. And you are more likely to think ahead and plan for your future. So remember how we started our discussion today, di ba? Yearn, you learn, and you earn. Kaya nag-end tayo dito sa ating discussion about money. You need to have the desire. Kung ano ba talagang goal niyo to be successful, of course. Remember, you have to come back to us to share your success story. Correct? Then once that you have that yearning, your desire to be successful, do something about it. You work for it. You learn new skills, you acquire, you develop new skills, especially the 21st century skills. And lastly, once you have developed those skills, you would start earning because of that. So one way to do that is to start with your managing your financial or personal finances. Okay? Are we good? Students, are we good? Okay. Thank you. So alam nyo na ha, that's one of my tips. Now to end our webinar, my ending note or reflection. Kanina I've mentioned about the 4 C's. Now, meron akong 3 C's of life and I would like to give credit to my mentor, si Dean Pax Lapid. He told us about the 3 C's of life, which is choices, chances, and changes. Brave and bold with the choices you make. You must make a choice to take a chance or your life will never change. Okay? Remember that the 3 C's of life: choices, chances, and changes. You must make a choice to take a chance or your life will. Okay? So that's it. O kakain na daw. Ano pong ulam? Thank you so much and best of luck. My name is Marites Joan G. Quezon. I'm your TESDA District Lead Trainer for Work Readiness Module for 21st Century Skills and also the President of ITCHI. Thank you, and I hope you have learned a lot and you'll be able to apply it in your daily life. For more information, this is our address, our telephone numbers, our website, our email address, and of course, our Facebook page. Maraming salamat, and I return the floor to our host for today. Thank you for taking so much of your time, but I hope it was worth it.
Thank you po, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. We'll open the floor now for Q&A.
Yes. Yeah, thank you so much, Ma'am MJ, for that very informative talk. And of course, the important thing here is that the takeaway of this seminar, and I hope that you have a lot of takeaways. Yun lang naman yung importante dito, yung meron kayong matututunan and you'll suddenly apply it in your life. We are going to have a little twist. Okay, pampagising lang ba? So, pakilabas niyang inaabangan natin. Ito na yung webinar raffle prizes. Handa na ba para sa raffle? Ay, mukhang hindi ata. Hindi na sila excited sa raffles. Ayaw
Yes
nila.
po, ma'am.
Yes ba? Yes? Excited! Oh, okay, so what are we waiting for? Let's start na. Oh, sino ba yung mga excited dito para sa prizes? Paki-raise nga ng hands. Paki-raise nga. Ala, 3 lang yung nakikita ko. 3, 4. How about the others? Okay, I want everyone. Itaas ang kamay. Of course, we want prizes, right? Okay, yan mga ready na. So, ito daw, raffle na to, quiz B. Charot. Okay, it's not quiz B, but... bakit nawala yung kamay nung sinabi kong may pa-quiz B? Natakot sa Q&A? Okay, don't worry guys. We will make sure that it is quite fun. Okay, pampagising na ating pampagising lang. Alright, so I think we are on Miss Jacinta or Miss Cha for the... okay, I'm sorry. May I call on Ma'am MJ again for the raffle. So Ma'am MJ, naabangan na po nila yung raffle.
I thought we'll have the wheel of names. So for the raffle, meaning I will throw a question and then the one who will be able to answer will get the prize.
Yes.
Ano ba? Sige.
Pwede naman, ma'am. Pwede.
Let's assess sinong nag-listen. Okay. So first is, what are the 4 C's of the learning skills?
Ay, ang dami na nagtaas ng kamay agad, ma'am. Alright. So, sino kaya dito? Yung...
Si Zia yung una ko nakita.
Yung unang-una, nasa top, si Zia. Zia Angela. Zia, can you open your camera, please?
It's open. I can see her.
Alright.
Zia
Open your
Angela.
camera and mute your microphone. We would love to hear your answer.
So what was your answer?
Zia?
Your mic. O sige, show me through the hand gestures. Di ba merong hand gestures yon? Remember? The 4 C's? Ano yung hand gestures? Critical thinking. Ano yung hand gesture mo for critical thinking? Sige, still si Vanessa. Vanessa is raising her hand.
Okay, so
sige,
Vanessa. Kanina naman si Vanessa Jane. So, Vanessa, can you open your camera?
Yung word po ba or yung action?
If you can do both, then the best.
Okay. Critical thinking, communication, collaboration, and creativity.
Okay, very good. Oh, you may prize na
very
siya.
good naman. Nakikinig, ma'am. Yeah.
Yeah, if you registered, Vanessa, we have your mobile number, so we'll get in touch with you for your 100 pesos GCash award. Yay! Next answer. Sige. Lower your hand first kasi may mga nakataas na kagad. Ready answers na to. What does IMT means? What does IMT mean?
IMT intelligence.
IMT. Sino nag-raise hand? Hindi ka kasali. Ma'am Del, hindi ka kasali.
Andrew. I saw
Luis.
Where are you, Luis? Luis Andrew. Nandito ka ba?
Nasa chat box. So, sige, Luis, Andrew, can you type your answer? Sige. Type your answer nga. What does IMT mean? It's in the second category of our 21st century skills. It's called the literacy skills. So, what is IMT? We're waiting for your answer. Luis, would you like to type in your international media technology? May isang word na mali.
Ako,
May isang wrong
kinulang.
answer.
So, I guess another steal?
May second chance pa si Luis? Or there would be another one who wants to answer? IMT, hindi International Training Center yan, ah.
I think Jason Rem Daniel.
Sige, go.
Nangangalay na siya, kakaganon niya ng hands.
Information po, media, and technology po.
Can you repeat that, please, Jason?
Information, media, and technology po.
Wow, very good. Bravo. You get 100 pesos GCash reward. Yay. Yeah, so make sure you registered, so we'll be able to get in touch with you with your mobile number. Next. Siguro nag-ready na sila. So ano yung first topic na mention ko? Yearn. Ano yung kasama ni yearn? It's interrelated to each other.
Learn.
They have a root word na ginamit.
Learn.
Yeah? Who wants to to try? It's still part of the 21st century skills. Yung first natin na diniscuss. Who wants to answer? Yes, Diane. Go, Diane.
Ano po, ma'am? Yearn to learn, learn to earn.
Ay, very good na si Diane. You got yourself 100 pesos GCash reward. Yay, congratulations. Okay, so meron pa? Dalawa pa ba? Dalawa pa? Okay. What does AI means? AI. What does AI mean?
All right, I think Angeline would like to answer sa Susana.
Sige, go ahead.
Artificial intelligence po.
Bravo! Yay! You win a reward! 100 pesos GCash! Very good, Mga honor students, siguro itong mga attendees natin today. Last na? Sige, last na natin. Siguro, I will ask on what does the acronym FLIPS mean? Si Vanessa ulit. May reward na to si Vanessa.
Always ready.
John Adam. How about si John Adam?
Ano po, ma'am, yung flips po, which is the third category, life skills, flexibility, leadership, initiative, productivity, and social skills.
Very good! Okay, John Adam, you have an award of 100 pesos GCash. So, congratulations! Naka 5 winners na ba tayo?
Yes, ma'am, I think so po.
Sayang, I have more questions pa eh.
Good job, everybody. Halata, nakikinig naman pala. So, that's the most important thing here, those takeaways. Diba? Hindi naman yung prizes, but those things that you learned in our webinar today. Alright, so let's continue, everyone. Alright, and for ACH information, I would like to call on one of the faculty member, Miss Ja or Miss Jacinta Reyes, to further explain about the informations that we need. All right, so Miss Ja, the floor is yours.
Hello, Ma'am Ems. Thank you po, Miss Ems. And hello, everyone. Hi, grade 11. Are you still there? Grade 11, grade 12?
Yes po, ma'am.
Yes po, ma'am.
Wow, salamat naman at nag-stay kayo. Baka naman hanggang raffle lang kayo, ha? Wag naman sana, alright? Okay, congratulations po yun sa mga nakakuha ng mga cash prizes. Sana all may pa-Gcash, di ba? Okay, thank you so much, Ma'am MJ. Alright. And this talks about the senior high school, activities, all right? So maybe you are thinking or you are asking, how was the ITCHI Senior High School before the pandemic, all right? So alam ko naman po na yung mga ibang students they are looking forward for the activities, for the extracurricular activities, ika nga, especially yung sa mga talented students natin, all right? So same with the school, ITCHI also has its own way to conduct different activities, all right? So with that, Ma'am Chance, okay, thank you. With that, I'm going to present the PowerPoint that shows about the different activities that we had before the pandemic. Alam naman po natin that we are really looking forward for the best, for the positive at the end of the day, all right? So we don't know na baka sa next school year magkaka-face-to-face tayo, all right? So before po, during our face-to-face before, the first activity na meron kami po, this is actually annual celebration. And the first of that was the personal development seminar, all right? And during this personal development seminar po, this actually held during the Feb month or the love month, yung mga yung tinatawag nating Valentine's month or Valentine's Day, all right? So during the seminar po, my dear students, our dear students po, dito po nila na-express yung mga emotions, they're able to say anything, kung ano man yung gusto nilang sabihin towards their parents, their friends, or their teachers. So it's all about their inner personalities as a student, all right? That was during the personal development seminar. Also, it's not just about the inner personalities, kasi po during din po dito sa seminar na to, nagkakaroon din po kami ng invitations with different like beauty experts, right? Kasi nga po may mga personal development. We are talking here about the personal development seminar, all right? So, Ma'am Chams, next po. Thank you. Ayan, that was I've mentioned po na we are actually inviting beauty experts that will teach us about how to put just like a light makeup on our faces, and also beyond that one, sa mga how to put some light makeup, we also had our museum exploration. And this museum exploration po, ito po yung talagang one of the best outdoor experience of our students before, during face-to-face, na kung saan we were able to bring out our students and visited different museums po. And as you can see, maybe some of you are familiar with these museums, right? Okay, so we've been there to Makati Museums, tapos sa National Museums, and it's all about explorations, discoveries, all right? So how about the next activity po? Aside from the museum exploration din po, we also had our travel, the experience itself. Maybe it's not just about the things that we discover there, but also the experience that we go outside the school, yung experience kumbaga na nakasama mo yung mga klase mo, right? Okay, next activity po, Miss Chams. Okay, after po na museum exploration is, okay, naghahang yung ating PowerPoint. Okay, grade 11 naririnig ako. Okay ako? I mean, okay naman talaga. Okay, alright. Okay.
Yes.
Alright, so siguro po sa inyo, sa ibang school, meron din kayong ganitong activity, alright? Okay, and after po na museum exploration natin, I don't know, Ma'am Chance. Okay po, alright. Okay po, after po na museum exploration po natin, we also had our, alright, ayan po, yung po mga pictures natin, alright? So, yan, meron din po tayong tinatawag na disaster preparedness and emergency response workshop. Alright, so in which during this workshop po, we invited also group of people, professional people na nagtuturo sa amin po on how to conduct certain things when it comes to yung mga uncontrolled na mga pangyayari na hindi natin inaasahan. So dito po, tinuturuan kami how to do the CPR, tinuturuan kami kung paano mag-response ng mga halimbawa ng mga earthquakes natin, yung mga sakuna na ganyan, kasi hindi natin alam. While we are walking, pauwi tayo or paalis ng bahay, hindi natin, yun nga, uncontrolled, hindi natin yan malalaman. So with that, we will be able to be responsive, alright, dun sa mga mangyayari natin in the environment, alright? So also, aside from that workshop, if in the other school, meron din kayong mga buwan ng wika or meron din kayong mga nutrition month, also in ITCHI, before, we also had that one. And one of the highlight, ito masasabi ko na yung highlight, na yung pinaka-highlight talaga na kapag extracurricular talaga, aside dun sa museum exploration, is itong nangyayari sa amin na nagkaka-team building kami. Hindi dito sa Mandaluyong but sa Zambales. Alright? As you can see there, we bring our students to Zambales, in just a little amount of money, like I guess that was 150 pesos. You can stay 2 days and 1 night sa Zambales, with with meals na yon, with yun sa hotel accommodation na lahat na, and provided all the activities, nandun na rin yun. Alright? So, can you imagine, sa 150 ninyo nakakapag Zambales kayo, transportation ninyo, naka-van kayo, alright? So, ang dami nating nilook forward talaga kapag we will be going to the normal na tinatawag natin. Alright? So yan po, mga activities, mapa-ilog man, mapadagat man, or kung ano activities nandun na experience ng mga bata yon. And aside from that one, we also have the outreach program. Ito rin po yung isang mga activities na that was every December, right? Yung mga estudyante namin, pumupunta kami sa iba't ibang schools and nagtuturo sila ng mga bata, and then nagpapakain sila, nagpapasnack sila, nagpapamerienda sila, and also not just for yung mga kinder or yung mga prep lang din po, kasi po nagpupunta rin po kami din sa mga fire victims. Yung mga fire victims na yon, pinupuntahan namin yon, and binibigyan namin sila ng kaunting tulong, and that was really every year, mapa-fire victims man or yun sa mga preschool or yung mga kinder rin. Ayan, to extend our help, just to show them, to our students, that we are here, we are willing to help, kahit sino pa man po sila. Yun po. Alright, so also that one, we also have the skills competition, and I believe also to discuss more of this one, at the end part of our webinar, madidiscuss rin po ulit itong skills competition na to, na as you can see din po, diba, we are specializing the tech voc track, right, with under 4 qualifications, the food and bev, the bartending, the front office, and the housekeeping. So the skills competition here, ito yung magpapatagisan ng galing ang mga estudyante namin. Alright? Magpapatagisan sila ng galing when it comes to serving the customers, attending to the customers' needs. Ayan, kung paano mag-attend ng mga guests, mga clients. Ayan po. Ginagawa rin po yan annually dito sa school para doon namin malaman kung talagang may natututunan yung bata. And also, in line with that, in our school, here in ITCHI po, nabanggit na rin po ata to ni Ma'am Chams kanina during the ITCHI overview that we are in the international, in line with the international school or international visitors, right? Na kung saan, I guess, kung yung mga buwan ng wika, mga nutrition month, it's once a year. Itong international visitors namin before, talagang siguro may twice a month, every month po talagang may mga international visitors po kami. And then during their visit po, yung mga estudyante namin po, sila po yung magpe-prepare from assisting or from welcoming the guests dun sa baba ng stairs hanggang sa pag-serve ng food, hanggang sa paghatid nila doon pa uwi doon sa sasakyan nila. Yung mga estudyante po namin dito sa ITCHI ang mag-a-assist sa kanila, ang mag-a-attend sa kanila. So, yun nga, bago pa sila nalabas sa school, they were able to experience how to attend, how to talk, how to assist the customers. At hindi lang po yan mga basta-bastang customer or mga visitors kasi nanggagaling pa po yan sa iba't ibang bansa. Like for example, Japan, mga Japanese po talaga ang mostly ang nag-visit po sa amin dito sa school. Para saan? Bakit sila nag-visit? First and foremost, to check the school facilities. And other than that, they also checking the students kung ano man kung hanggang saan yung competency nila, if they are globally competitive. Yun. Doon nila chine-check, and then kapag may magustuhan nila, that's the time na dadalhin nila or they will be given an opportunity for them na mag-OJT doon sa bansa nila. Alright? Di ba ang ganda ng ganong experience? Alright. And aside from that one, itong career guidance din to, you know what, kung hindi lang po tayo nagkaka-pandemic, siguro po nakikita, itong ginagawa natin ngayon na webinar, it's not supposed to be the webinar kasi magiging face-to-face siya. At yan po yung career guidance na tinatawag natin na you actually meet us or ask us personally. Yung kami po yung nandun sa harap ninyo, introduce our school, what we offer, and so on and so forth. Kami po yung pumupunta na iba't ibang school para po mabigyan kayo ng kalinawan about ITCHI. Kaya yan po, we also bring the students outside dun sa mga iba't ibang school para sila na rin po, makikita rin po sila ng mga estudyante rin po sa kung saang school man kami pupunta. Alright? Yung mga career guidance, yun yung mga career guidance na yan. Also, this hotel tour din po, ito yung isa sa mga experience ng previous batch namin na they were able to visit the Okada Hotel. O sino na dito yung mga nakapunta na doon or naka-visit doon sa hotel na to, 'di ba? Doon siguro kung sino man yung naka-attend na doon or nakapunta doon, you will be amazed with the ambience of the hotel. Yan yung mga chandelier nila, lahat 'yon, alright? So our students were able to experience that as well, alright? And then also the sports fest or during our foundation day, 'di ba? Ang daming mga activities na nangyayari din po sa amin at ito talaga yung isa sa nilulook forward ng mga students. And I know that kasi nung mga iba na nagpunta dito, they were asking, "Ma, meron din po ba mga cheer dance, may mga sayawan, may mga kantahan?" Opo, meron din po, alright? So yun po, isa sa mga namin yung sports fest na yan na nag-cheer dance sila. This was yun nga, before pandemic po. And then may basketball, doon sa mga into sports, meron din po. Ayan, and then napapatagisan ng mga talents nila when it comes to sports, when it comes to singing, dancing, and so on. Alright? And then at the end of the day, yun, may mga medals, and then may mga trophies. And aside from that one, yung mga beauty pageant natin dyan, yung mga pageants girls natin dyan, 'di ba? May mga papageant din po kami dito. May mga search for ITCHI ambassadors natin. Meron tayong mga Mr. and Miss ITCHI. Okay, meron din po yan. Yan, you can actually look or you can actually see the pictures over there. Yan po, si Miss Lovely and si Eugene. Sila po yung nanalo nung, I guess that was 2019 or 2019. Kasi yan po, they were able to create something magical, something, amazing costumes that made up of recycled materials. Okay. Alright? So yan po, isa po yan sa mga activities na ginawa namin before the pandemic, alright? Okay, and after that one, this also activities na nandyan, DepEd monthly celebration. At ano-ano ba itong mga monthly celebration na to? Ito yung mga Science Month, 'di ba? I mean Nutrition Month rather, every July, right? July, and then for the August, yun na yung sa buwan ng wika, right? Yung mga dito na kayo nagkakaroon ng sabayang pagbigkas, 'di ba? I know for sure na na-experience niyo rin to. And then, ano pa ba? Yan yung mga nangyayari namin. July Nutrition Month. Nagkakaroon sila ng overall designing of the classroom. Ginagawa nila to into a theme na prefer nila. Kung makikita nyo dyan, may mga paano pa sila, yung mga pasiman attire, diba? May mga pa-bar attire pa sila, ganyan. And then, after July Nutrition Month, mag-August, syempre, August, yun na yung sa buwan ng wika naman. And then, sa buwan ng wika, yun na yung masabayang pagbigkas ninyo, mga tula, yung mga tulang hugot, yan, okay? And after that one, we also have the Science Month. Yun na yung mga search for ITCHI, Mr. and Miss, Ambassador and Ambassadress, parang ganon. And then after that one, we also have during yung sa December, yung Christmas party. Alright? So, yun nga, nung nagka-face-to-face tayo, may pa-Christmas party tayo, face-to-face, dito kayo sa school, may mga pa-catering kami before. But now, last December, I guess, December 2020, what we did was, of course, wala naman tayong choice kundi to follow yung kung ano man yung kailangan nating i-follow na kung saan nandun yung virtual Christmas party natin. Alright? So, yun yung ginagawa namin. Okay, ayan. Yan po yung mga online classes and activities simula nung nagka-pandemic tayo. Yung mga online caroling, this was during Christmas party, virtual. Alright? And then also in February then, nung Valentine's Day celebration, we also had it last year, virtually nga lang din. Kaya yun nga, nagka-pandemic na lahat-lahat, hindi mawawala yung excitement, hindi mawawala yung mga activities na tulad ng ganyan kasi alam ko na isa yan sa mga ingredient to make learning fun and engaging. Right? Ganon. Kasi may iba naman na, ano ba yan? Puro na lang lesson, wala man lang pa-activity. Siyempre, hindi mo papahuli yan si ITCHI. Mapa face-to-face man or mapa online class man. Alright? So, yun po. Why am I telling you all those activities? Alam ko naman na virtual lang tayo or ano lang. Parang it's kind of motivation. It's kind of inspiration na at the end of the day, meron pa ring positive side na inaabangan natin. Hindi man ngayon, but then sooner or later, we will go back to the normal that we are expecting. Na yun nga, we got to engage physically dun sa mga ibang tao. Alright? Okay, so yun po. About po dun sa mga maybe you're asking about the requirements kasi kanina rin po pala may nagtatanong, may nag-PPM about sa okay, nabanggit na rin to yung mga learning materials ni Ma'am Shams na lahat po yan free at hindi na po kayo makakita na ibang school na nag-offer ng free. Si ITCHI lang po talaga at wala na pong ibang school na magbibigay sa inyo ng 4 qualifications under one track, right? And then hindi niyo na kailangang pumili, may 4 na kayong qualifications, may 4 na kayong certificates, so saan kayo? So saan pa kayo? Dito na kayo kay ITCHI, right? Kaya sabi nga noong chance kanina talagang jackpot na talaga kayo, alright? Okay, so yan po yun, alright? So I guess that's it in my part, Ma'am Ems. And if you have questions, meron pa tayong additional Q&A. Thank you so much, grade 11, coming grade 11. And thank you for listening. Ma'am
All right. Thank you so much, Ma'am Ja, for that wonderful talk about yung kung ano nga bang nangyayari sa ITCHI. Sabi nga nila, ITCHI is so much fun. But the question is, when are you going to try it? Are you going to miss out all the fun? Hahayaan mo bang hindi mo maranasan yun? Okay? So, one thing for sure is for you to try it for yourself. Okay, now so to formally close our webinar today, I would like to call on Mr. Ulysses Campos, our school administrator, for the closing remarks. Sir Yuli.
Hello guys. Right, so for today's webinar, why be workplace ready? We're just entering high school pa lang, sir, but workplace kagad, right? So what is the importance of century seals? So again, we were delighted to have MJ, our president. Let's give her a warm round of applause for graciously spend her time with us to discuss about ano bang relevance ng 21st century skills sa mga students na katulad nyo. Right? And I'm sure na you heard different acronyms, mga highfalutin words kanina. So ano ba importance sa inyo ng senior high school ng 21st century skills? Before I start with that one, of course, ano ba ang senior high school? Ano ba ang purpose? Is to make sure that high school graduates are equipped for work, entrepreneurship, ability, and of course, higher education. So yung tatlong purpose nun is either you become ready for higher education, college, or you become ready for work. If you choose yung part na go for work, school, then that comes in ang 21st century skills. And nabanggit nga ni Ma'am Ja kanina, that we are inculcating or involving senior high schools sa aming course because it's important for them, and for you, okay, matutunan ng 21st century skills. For example, skills in communication, right? One thing we're really proud of, to make sure the students, when they graduate from us, they can really communicate very well, right? Example, teamwork. As mentioned by Jack kanina, we went to Sambales, okay, for a teamwork. So that's why what we do to make sure our students are ready for the world. ITCHI graduates are ready to face the world. Okay? Of course, I would like also to thank our Team Awesome, okay, for making sure this workshop is possible, this webinar is possible. I would not mention all their names, but definitely they know who they are. And without them, okay, I'd be able to finish this. An example din ng actually skills in 21st century. Collaboration, teamwork, creativity. Right? So for those who are here, I heard many questions. I think kayo yung mga estudyante namin incoming grade 11 coming September 6, I think, right? And again, I welcome all of you. We're happy to have you here for the next 2 years. And please tell your friends, right, to join us. Okay, so join ITCHI and be awesome just like us. So first, ano bang benefit ng taking textbook track? When we go around doing our regular career talk, face-to-face to different schools, I should mention this at the end of our career talk. Benefits of enrolling in a textbook like track,
nagbabasa yung mga bata.
Home economics.
Dun sa
Right?
gilid.
So definitely if you work in a hotel, anong meron makuha nyo? Anong meron magandang benefits in a hotel and restaurant? Right? So I think Chams will present that. If you enroll with ITCHI, we're offering textbook track, home economics under tourism sector at listed about five important benefits that you will get when you enroll. Okay. For number 1, Chams, kindly insert all of it na. Sabay-sabay na siguro. All right. So, if you take a ICT course or an ABM course in accounting or in computers, there are, of course, possible jobs in the future, right? But right now, okay, even though we have pandemic right now, other hotels, local and abroad, are now opening slowly with 50% capacity. So definitely meron tayong trabaho. When we work, we have basic needs, which is, of course, salary. So yun yung basic needs. If you work for ICT, may salary ka as computer programmer. If you take ABM, like accounting staff, then you have a salary as an accounting staff. But yung other 4 on the list ay only available if you study or take or work in the tourism and hospitality industry. So if you work in a restaurant, number 2, you get tips, right? So if the guests are satisfied with you, they'll make sure that when you graduate, they'll give you tips on how to. All right? Number 3, service charge, right? So again, ano bang service charge? Can I call on someone? For example, ang inyong favorite restaurant is, let's say, Shakey's, right? It's a famous international, okay, pizza chain. So if you eat at Shakey's, the waiter, then they give you the menu, and you will see on the menu the actual price of the food you orders. After eating, and you get the bill. Example lang, ang bill nyo ay 1,000 pesos based sa price sa menu. When the bill comes, it becomes now 1,100. May added 100 pesos o 10%. Ang tawag din ay service charge. And who gets this? You. Kayo ni Jessen, ni Vanessa, ni Dayan, right? Ni Zia. Whoever works in the restaurant will be able to get an additional money from your salary with extra tips, and then a share of your service charge. For example, kung isang araw ay nakabenta kayo ng 10,000 na sales, 10% nun ay 1,000, 11,000, tama? Si 1,000 na yon ay paghati-hatian ng mga staff na naka-duty on that day. So again, only in tech bulk track, only in tourism track, merong possible salary, tips, and of course, service charge. At hindi lang yon. Okay? Pang free meal or free duty meal. I used to work in a 5-star hotel. Ang aming meals ay actually buffet. Staff meal sa isang hotel na 5-star ay buffet. Merong dalawang klaseng soup, dalawang klaseng rice, 4 or 5 na viand or ulam, and of course, meron pang dessert. Sa ibang trabaho, definitely, walang ganong benefits. Sa ICT, sa ABM, sa UMS, walang benefit when you graduate, but after you graduate. Right? And lastly, free uniform, given yan. Sa hotel na malaki, even free laundry. You'll just use your uniform. When you finish your duty, you return the uniform and then they will launder or they will wash it for you. So again, right? It's awesome, right? Those are the 5 awesome things that you will get if you study textbook track, home economics, and then work in hotel and restaurant. So please join us, and those who already joined us, already registered with us, welcome and be awesome like us. And at ITCHI, it's always fun. I would like to end by giving you a game, but definitely have so much games already. I'm sure, okay, when you join us in our school year 2021 to 2022, we'll have more games and, of course, more fun with us. All right? So again, thank you very much for joining us. I hope to see you again on our next coming soon. Thank you, Mom. Thank you very much.
Wow, thank you so much, Sir Yuli. Now, before we end our webinar, I would like to request everyone to open their camera for our photo op. Okay, so this time we would like to see your beautiful smiles. All right, so let's open our cameras po. Okay. Yan. And put up your biggest smile on your faces. Con. Ayan po, 'di ba? Ang fresh pa nila.
Sana all.
Sana all fresh pa, no? Well, lahat naman magiging fresh basta we put on our big smile. Right. So, for everyone who's still here, please open your camera and let's take a quick photo op. Okay? So, is the cam open? Can you check po?
Hindi pa lahat, Teacher M.
Oh, not everyone daw. So, I hope that everyone would turn on their camera just for a few more minutes. Okay? So, syempre, gusto din namin makita yung big smiles nyo.
Ano ba yung Teacher M? Buwaki ba? Ilang shots ba tayo?
Okay. So, syempre, medyo madami-daming shot yan. Let's start with the formal first and then we could have a wacky shot. Alright, so, open na po ba lahat ng cam? Can you please check po? Thank you so much. Alright, so now let's take a picture. Formal muna, formal. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Alright. Now let's do another shot. This time, wacky naman. Alright. Show your wackiest face. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Alright. Okay, so I think nakuha na po ba ang pictures?
One.
Or one more. Okay. One last shot. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Smile. Alright. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope that you enjoy our webinar today. And I hope that you have a very important takeaway. Katulad ng sabi namin, it's more fun in ITCHI. So you can try it. Yay! Alright. Thank you so much, everybody who participated in our webinar today.